Beats Planet.
Yo. Let me fix my mic. What's up, y'all? Doski Woski, Peasky Whiskey. Y'all knew this was on the way. Let me minimize that because I don't need it. We finally got football back, man. It was a lovely day. Lovely day. A day that we could come together and celebrate and fellowship and watch the game we love together. I know some people would rather let their football affiliations get in the way of their love for the sport. But, man, we got football back today. Let's hop in the chat box, man. I know we got a lot to do today. We're going to try to discuss all the games because I would like to be fair to every single body. We're going to try to discuss all the games. Typically on the show, we let the phone do what the phone do. But the phone is there. It's right there on the screen. Let me go to my OBS so I can see where I'm pointing at. I was pointing. Okay. There it is, right there. 515-739-1285. Access code 309104. You want to call into the show? There it is. Because it's backwards, so I got to. Okay, cool. There you go right there. 515-739-1285. Access code 309104. If you want to call into the show and be heard, here's your chance to do so. So that was my voice that said it. It's on the screen, and I'm going to copy it and put it in the chat box for y'all. Boom. There it is. So let's just be consistent. I always got to check the chat box, see who tuned in early. Miss April Staten. It's real fun. I saw her say earlier, all I got is Vash Lombardi and a bottle of Paul Masson. That's hysterical, April. What's up, though, mama? You first. Let me check my. All right, we good. So let's go. April, Steven Johnson. What's up, bro? Jake, Darren's. What's happening? Conrad Tokyo, the Eagles fan. Cornelius T, the legend. What's happening? Germ, Rikio Azure, Khalil, Mahomes. Is that Big Sis Mahomes? She just had a birthday if that's Big Sis Mahomes. What up? Evan Kavanaugh, 32, J Lock, Young Onyx, Wolf, Big Chiefers, Domino, Coach Evans up in here, Wolf with the Wendy's emblem, Rob Strickland. Did I whoop your ass in fantasy today? Yeah, okay, cool. Salute, Rob. Good fight, man. Good game, bro. Good game. Joey, Panther God, Applebite, Jax L, Miss Jackie, Royal Cowboy, Tasha up in here. All right, that's it. We ain't gonna do no more. We got a lot of stuff to do today. The last comment, I swear it's the last comment. What it do, Vash? Please tell me why these folks are overreacting. That's what they do, fam. That's what they do. Law Nation in the bill. What's up, Law Nation? Subscribe to Law Nation and Law Nation 2.0 till November because he in stream jail. So Law Nation 2.0 is the channel to get the live streams. Check his Facebook out and all that. Salute to the brother. Hey, man, let's go ahead and not waste time. I'm going to try to talk upon every game today. But like I said, I'm going to flow with the calls, man. Y'all already know how this go. Y'all see my son Pat Magic and Money Mitch today? Money Mitch got whooped by a damn quarterback that's better than him, and that's fine. But did y'all see my son's Pat Magic and Money Mitch today? We'll get into it. 704, who this? What's happening?
This is April Staten from ANC.
What's up, Miss April? What? You are so platinum, Miss April, and I think this your first time calling in. You have done so much to support the show, Miss April. I got this webcam because of you. I got these glasses, this microphone because of you, Miss April, because you done so much for this channel. It's your first time calling in. I got to tell you, thank you off the rip, Miss April. But go ahead and talk to us, though.
Ooh, well, hey, I went to the game. I got fresh, had on my 88 jersey, had on my salute to service jersey, my cap with the gold star. DC Nation came out hard in Panther Stadium. We took it over, and we came out, boy, with our heads hanging down.
Oh, Miss April,
Oh my God!
yeah. It was a rough go. It was a rough go, but a lot of our guys didn't play a lot of preseason football, and we've noticed for the past 2 years, actually, with Dak and Zeke, it kind of take them a few weeks to get going, and even
a couple of games, about the third and the fourth.
Absolutely.
But Vosh ain't trying to hit that right now. That got to get that accuracy going. I just didn't see it in live view. I didn't see that accuracy.
Mm-hmm. If I can be calm, Vosh for a second, omniscient Vosh for a second, objective Vosh for 1 second. So I just watched a football game with Aaron Rodgers. He was down by 20 points. You know what I mean? He came all the way back and he whooped ass at the end of it. Aaron Rodgers is talented enough to overcome odds like that. Okay? I'm not saying Dak Prescott is a bad quarterback. I'm not saying that. But we can't have the type of penalties that we had. We can't have the lack of separation from receivers. We can't have turnovers. We can't. And our defense played amazing. Our defense played damn amazing. You know what I mean? We didn't do a very good job moving the one tech today. I think we could work on that moving forward. Everything that we did today, I will say it can be fixed. And when those things start to come together, we stop putting ourselves in 2nd and 15. We stop having third downs converted then called back because of penalties. I think when we fix those things, we'll be very much good to go. And Carolina ain't no scrub, man. Don't have people thinking that we out here, tying with the Browns or nothing like that. Carolina is a pretty good team. So salute to Carolina.
I ain't saluting Carolina nothing tonight right now.
Okay, you're right. Okay, never mind. Okay, my bad. Okay, you're right. Okay, never mind. You're right. Absolutely. Time out. You got it. Forget Carolina.
No. I mean that was my first time going to a game, and it's Panther Stadium. I loved it, but I did see those things. The defense played well. It was just that they got gassed to stay on the field too long. But yes, the receivers, if you're going to complain about Dez not being able to separate, and then our receivers that we have can't separate, regardless of the, route running, I mean, what's going to change? Is it just, like I said, just the chemistry thing, or some schemes have to be changed? How is it going to be different? Because the plays look pretty much the same from how, like I said, I look at it from 2017, 2016.
So let me say this, Miss April. Did you see that spurt of greatness we had, like right in the middle of the fourth quarter? Like that spurt of we looking good again.
Uh-huh.
We didn't do nothing. We didn't do nothing different there than we did in the first 3 quarters. The only thing that was different was we played from behind the sticks, early penalties, and holding and false delay of game penalties, small penalties like that.
Right.
We got those, and we played behind the sticks, and it just didn't come together very well. That's the only thing that was different between the beginning of the game and that spurt of greatness. I'm not mad. Salute to Carolina Panthers and their fans from Miss April's standpoint. Forget the Carolina Panthers and their fans.
That's right.
But I ain't worried about it. That's all you got, Miss April?
That's all I got. Look, I'm here with my peach Parmesan, and you. So, hey, I'll make it through the night.
Don't drive, baby. Drink and go to bed. Thank you, Miss April.
Bye-bye.
Oh, boy. I'm here to heal y'all, Cowboys fans. I'll say this, and Coach Evans is in the chat box, and I ain't never tell Coach Evans this, but I started coaching up under Coach Evans at some point. The day I stopped becoming a player and started becoming a coach, I started seeing things so differently. You know what I mean? Like if I was to, I've lost two playoff games as a player, and I cried after those 2 games. You know what I mean? But when you lose a game as a coach, you sit back and you put your finger on your temple, your thumb under your chin, and you go, So what happened though? You know what I mean? Like you start to get intrigued about what really happened. You know what I mean? So I could get super emotional and attached to the Cowboys losing to the Panthers. I could go on this EDP level rant. I could scream and I could cuss in front of y'all. However, all I'm going to do, I'm going to put my temple on my head, my thumb on whatever the hell part of my mouth you call this, and I'm going to think and I'm going to go, I wonder what happened. I'm going to watch the film on Tuesday, and that's going to be it. We're going to move on to the Giants. So don't expect me to get on here and do some angry rant. That ain't what I'm about to do. I don't want to fire Jason Garrett. Somebody, look, I saw a lot of, please, can't we fire Jason Garrett today? I saw a whole bunch of that. You can't fire Jason Garrett because of delay of game penalties and 4 holding penalties at very pivotal moments. Your offense has got to stay in front of the sticks. This always goes to my point, man. Player execution. You know what I mean? Player execution. We've got to lean more towards that than anything. But anyway, Nick from Mississippi, tell me about the long Titans and Dolphins game.
Man, you talking about you here to heal us. You need to heal me from this entire week of football. I think it's been the worst in so long. I think this entire week. And I just got some mental notes. Wait, hold up.
I just want to say this. Before Nick from Mississippi gets started. He lost his first quarterback today, lost his first tight end, lost his first left tackle. And first of all, let me say this, Nick, because I had Derrick Henry on my fantasy team, so I was watching. And when he broke the big 68-yard run for the touchdown, and he got called back for holding, and all the other things that got called back in the game, and it ended up in the Titans losing and Blaine Gabbert being terrible, I feel for you, Nick from Mississippi. Let's run it though.
Now think about this. Jerome Booger, their referee. He's refed like 7 Titans games, and 6 of the 7 that he's ref for us, we've lost 6 of them.
Damn.
Like, just think about that. And, it's not just that game I'm here to complain about. I mean, we lost the game. We on the Texas game, and Taylor won. He might be out, and Dennis Kelly might be starting in front of Jack Coughlin. We got to deal with Watt and Clowney, and, got to deal with Deshaun Watson. Mm-hmm. And, that's going to be a problem.
Watson looked pretty bad today, but go ahead.
Yeah, the offensive line, some regression. But still, like, it's been a whole bunch of bad games on the day. Like, I mean, like, seeing Case Keenum play wasn't very good. I mean, seeing, like, other, like, just mediocre games on the day. Like, the Ravens and the Bills. I was promised a whole bunch of great slate of games. Like, the Steelers and the Browns, a tie game. Like, I was expecting the Browns to win this, and Andrew Luck coming back, I was expecting big things out of that, and Jimmy Garoppolo too. Like, he didn't look the part. If you see what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And
I will say this. Real fast. Let me say this. I will say it's easy to overreact to that type of thing, but I look at Week 1 NFL football just like I look at Week 1 college football. Like, it's sloppy. People haven't played football for a while. That's why the verbiage or the term mid-season form exists. You know what I mean? Sometimes it takes a little bit to get these things together. And like I was just telling Ms. April, man, like, we look bad today, but, give us a couple weeks, man. It was only one game, and a lot of us didn't have a lot of cohesion in preseason or whatever. So,
like, if it wasn't for that Packers game, this week would have just been just awful. I mean, I would have had no interest in this week. Like, that last drive, that Andrew Luck drive, it was fantastic. I mean, not Andrew Luck. I'm sorry. I'm still shook from that Titans game. Waiting 7 hours, still keep updating my phone when the game gonna start.
I'm sorry.
And Chris freaking Carter, like, his commentary was awful.
He's so trash. Like, Chris Carter's so trash. Chris Carter's
like, that commentary just getting on my nerves, making me want to die even more.
Yeah. Like,
we dealing with so many injuries. I think bringing Mike Vrabel from that defense in Texans probably brought the injury bug. I hope not, though.
Nah. Football don't work like that, man. Put down your superstitions, Nick from Mississippi. You ain't got nothing positive to say, or you just gonna be pissed off because it look like the Cowboys is rolling in today.
Like, it took me until about Wednesday to get over a loss.
Wednesday? The game over with. What you mean? God damn,
It took me to my Wednesday. Then I like get over. I was like, oh,
bro,
we dealing with the Texans.
It's almost a whole nother set of games coming on by then, bro.
I don't know. It like by Wednesday, I'm ready to watch the Texans game. But yeah.
All right, Nick from Mississippi. Appreciate you, man.
I'll be here watching.
Salute, bro. God damn. Nick from Mississippi say Wednesday. God damn. Steven Benzick, before we get started, I just want to say Money Mitch did look rather impressive tonight. I will say he did everything he could. The young buck went out and he went out and he put up way more points than we thought that he was going to put out. But when it comes down to a shootout with him and Aaron Rodgers, really what you want the kid to do. But he played about as good against Aaron Rodgers as you can ask young Money Mitch to play. Go ahead, Steven Benzick. Hit us with what you got.
Oh no, I'm right there with you. I mean, I understand that. I think a lot of and that was a damn good game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I understand. I'm a Bears fan, so yeah, I'm upset that they lost. But that was still a good game. And yeah, we saw Roquan Smith. Very first play, what did he do? He got a sack. Now on a blitz, still got. Also, what do we see?
Mm-hmm.
Khalil Mack was worth that trade.
Yeah.
Because he got us a strip fumble, and he got us an interception for a pick six.
Mm-hmm.
So that was really good. Now, I think what we saw for the Bears, I think when they saw Rodgers go down, they were like, we got this game in the bag.
Yeah.
Because at that point, they were up 20-0. And I think a lot of it was, okay, we can coast because we're going to be up against Kaiser. We just picked them off. One of our linemen just picked them off. So we don't got to worry about nothing.
But I tell you what, Steve, let me say this though. Let me say this because I'm kind of corny. I'm kind of corny, and I let my imagination take over sometimes. If anybody's seen the movie Black Panther, when I saw Aaron Rodgers walk back on the field, I kind of envisioned him screaming, "Njadaka, I never yielded," and as you can see, I am not dead. And damn, he brought the fight.
Yep.
He brought the fight, but there's nothing you can do about Aaron Rodgers being that great, though.
No.
Go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
not at all.
Go ahead.
I mean, he literally willed that team back in that game and won them that game.
Steven Benzick, blah, blah, blah.
I've been a Cardinal fan. Yeah.
That wasn't on purpose.
Yeah.
That wasn't on purpose.
Whatever.
Career half for Khalil Mack. Blah, blah, blah.
Listen, Cardinal fan, will you stop harassing Steven Benzick? The Cardinals lost too.
How did I know you were going to do that shit too, Cardinal fan? Goddamn.
Because he always do
I didn't know you were worried there for a minute.
Because he always
watching
does.
That damn game, you're like, ooh, shit.
He always does it. Cardinal fan, how did the Cardinals do versus Washington today? Because I didn't watch that game.
I haven't watched the game.
Hello, Steven, let him talk. What'd you say, Cardinal fan?
I haven't had a chance to watch the game. I got caught up with some family stuff right as the game was starting, so I got to check it out still.
Oh, okay.
My friend said it was. My friend said it was a pretty bad play calling.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Alex Smith and Chris Thomas kind of went off a little bit. Do you want the final score, or are you one of those don't tell me the final score guys?
No, I know what the final score is. It was 0-1 Dallas Cowboys. Right?
Yeah, 100%. We lost 100%. Absolutely. It's a bad week.
Garrett.
It's a bad week for 16 of us, but it's all good though. Steven, what else you got, bro?
Nah, but I mean, you saw a lot of good stuff though.
Absolutely.
From the Bears. Now, okay, there was a bunch of 3-and-outs. I'm not gonna lie. But at the same time, Nagy's still trying to get the feel of this offense. The Bears are still trying to get the feel of the offense. The only thing that was interesting to me, though, we did not see two things.
Okay.
One, a lot of Howard really pounding the football as much as I thought we would.
True.
It was a little bit more of Cohen in the beginning, which kind of threw me off. But also, we saw a lot of Deion Sims, and we did not see a lot of Trey Burton, which really threw me for a loop.
True.
I don't know if Burton, if they felt that it was more of a matchup, like, hey, we have Burton over here, let's throw it to Sims a little bit. But Sims really didn't. I mean, he didn't do bad, but he didn't do anything over the top. Great. Which was it was just kind of weird to me that we saw him out there a little bit more than I thought we would have. Because he's more of our blocking tight end, and Burton's more of like your kind of do everything tight end.
Yeah.
And especially because in the preseason you saw a lot out of him. So I'm wondering if that's maybe what they were thinking, if maybe they could get Sims a little bit more open and stuff. But I have good hopes. I mean, I understand we still lost, but
it's week
I
one,
think
man.
we're going to be pretty good this year.
If I were you, Steven Benzik, if I were you, I would be scared out of my mind.
For what?
You guys have, well, a couple of reasons. First of all, your defensive coach has zero creativity. Aaron Rodgers had that defense pegged, and all he had to do was throw in some kind of all-purpose play like I saw it like 4 or 5 times. It was like one of those West Coast plays, like a 22 ZM or something like that, where if it's a zone or it's a man, it doesn't matter, and Aaron Rodgers is smart to figure it out. They just had a little curl hook on the first wide receiver. Second wide receiver was just hitting a flat to the right. Third wide receiver post on the backside for the big play potential with a running back check down. Tight end coming across, either sitting or keep on going. That's all Aaron Rodgers needed to do. He's way too freaking smart to fall for that. If it's a pure zone, which they played 80% of the time, it was like a 1-2-3 read. I'd be scared out of my mind if I was your defensive head coach. Or if you're your defensive coordinator. If your defensive coordinator was the Cardinals D coordinator, I'd be scared out of my mind. That guy made 0 adjustments. Didn't do anything to help out his quarterback to get back on the field. They had 0 chance, and that was with a bum like Aaron Rodgers.
I'm with you. I said it. I think that they really thought that after that half, they were like, we got this game in the bag, and they kind of just cashed it in. And I think that goes for the coaching staff, too. I mean, I think that first half, they showed what they can be. And then they kind of got a little high on themselves in Lambeau. They shut the crowd out. I mean, that first half, that crowd was quiet.
Dude, they got out coached, bro. That's all it was.
Yeah,
man. They got straight up out.
I'm right there. They got out coached. They got out Roger too.
Let's do this. That $5 you owe me, just throw it on that Patreon for Vach.
That's what I was gonna do. I already have 5. I do 5 every month.
Awesome.
I'll hold up PayPal. How about that?
Fair enough.
Thanks.
Appreciate it, fellas.
Good enough.
Hey, man, y'all know
Appreciate you guys. I'm gonna listen to the show a little bit, Vach. I appreciate you guys. Just wanted to rub it in a little bit, but Cardinals, you know, it is what it is. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Hey, drop some money in the PayPal. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the little like button.
Listen to that man.
Because it's really important.
Listen to that man. Listen to that man. Appreciate it, Cardinal fan. Let's jump back into these calls, though. We got plenty of them. Let me do that. Then let me hit that button.
Hey.
817, who this?
Bro?
Whoa. We gotta do the intro, man. Time out. We gotta and we got 817, who this?
Hey, Dan, this is Josh, bro.
What up,
Josh from Fort Worth.
What up, Josh from Fort Worth, Texas? What you got for the show, bro?
Hey, man, why should be? What it do, man? I'm just glad you let me on.
Hey, Doski
check this out.
Doski Woski, go ahead.
What's going on? Let's start with Jason Garrett, right?
Okay.
I know you don't want to get on that and blame him for all that stuff.
Yeah.
Think about this. We drafted Dak Prescott to be a project quarterback, right?
Sure.
One of the worst decisions to make, putting Tony Romo on the bench, not letting him get into the playoff game, we didn't give him a chance to develop.
Okay.
Don't we think this kind of stunted his growth?
I don't know, man, because Dak was hot, bro. Dak was hot, and when we made the decision to keep Dak, he kept winning. You know what I mean? So I can't say it was a bad decision to continue to play Dak and to sit Tony. Now I will say this. I love me some Tony Romo, and I did not want to sit Tony Romo, but Dak was winning. And when Dak winning, you kind of can't sit him. Go ahead.
Man, I'll tell you what, I never knew how much of a Tony Romo fan I was
until it was gone.
Until we got this Dak.
Yeah.
But Dak was good. I get you that. He was good on the first year.
Yeah.
But we put it in the coach's hands to make a good decision. Guess what? they saw something we didn't see. They saw him every day at practice, and they always say, "Hey, he didn't practice good, but he always showed up in the game." You knew what he was at practice, but you still kept him in when you could have put Tony Romo in there. Tony Romo, if he was still behind Tony Romo, he would be a whole different quarterback.
I feel you, but I think if he was still behind Tony Romo, Tony would be laying down going ouch right about now. I think that's fair.
Yeah, that's true. You could have sneezed on Tony Romo and you would have punctured his heart.
Yeah.
He would have been out for life.
So if Tony Romo didn't have the injury problem, he would still probably be playing today because I think he's, cerebral enough. I think he had the arm talent enough to do it. He just didn't have the health to maintain it.
Right.
But yeah, we did what had to be done. Yeah.
All things considered, the coaching staff makes so many weird decisions. I don't want to just harp on them or nothing like that. But Jason Garrett, man, we cut Dan Bailey, and of course we knew this was gonna happen. Dude missed the field goal today. Like, what are we cutting this dude for?
I just think
we
that
don't have a backup plan.
I think that just happened to be the worst luck we could possibly, bring the kid in and we made him kick a 47-yard field goal on wet grass,
in the rain.
like in the rain on wet grass. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we cut Dan Bailey, but I don't think cutting Bailey was the direct reason why Brett Meyer missed the field goal today. I think Brett gonna be fine, and I knew Cowboys fans were kind of gonna overreact to it, but Dan might have missed that field goal. Like people got emotional about Dan, but if we'd have kept Dan, pay him $3 million, and he started missing field goals, then we'd be even more mad, and we'll say, "Oh, the Cowboys coddle these players. They need to be held accountable for their performances." Well, shit, we cut Dan Bailey for missing kicks, so
Nah, you 100% right. It's a different kind of environment that I think we created in Dallas. Like, we coddled the players already. We're always sticking with the players. We stuck with Jalen Smith, and it turned out to be good. I don't know how he did in the game today. Yeah, maybe he did.
He did
He's
amazing.
not what they said he was going to be.
He did amazing.
He's not paralyzed on the field.
He did amazing.
So he's running around.
Jalen Smith did amazing today. But go ahead.
Did he? I figured he did because you didn't see too much of Lathan Vander Esch. Saw a little bit of him. He wasn't that bad. He wasn't that good.
I will say this because I try to be fair. The only coaching points I would touch on today is I wish we ran a little more read option on offense so we can get Dak involved with his legs a little bit more. I wish that we would have done a better job with the read option versus Cam. I feel like we were biting McCaffrey so hard that it gave Cam the back door the whole game until we finally fixed that. People want to talk about halftime adjustments. We halftime adjusted and we kind of stopped Cam's read option, but we don't, coaches don't get credit when they do good things, only bad things. But and another thing, when we chose, like, it was like 4th and 10. Or like 4th and 10 at the 50 in the fourth quarter or something like that. We chose to go for it opposed to punting. I think that's the only kind of gripe I would have. But everything else, I think the coaching was fine. Like,
really?
I think the coach was fine. And then I saw on Twitter today, people were praising Linehan's play caller. I don't think the play caller was no different. It was just a little more lipstick on it. It was just the plays were a little more flashy looking. We schemed people open a little bit more. But these are plays that we've been running the whole time. And I do think the coaching was solid, but we can't play behind the sticks. You know what I mean? And I don't even mean Zeke like maybe losing 1 yard and getting behind the sticks. I mean, we can't have 2nd and 6 holding penalty. 3rd and 14. We can't have that. You know what I mean?
Exactly right.
We can't have
exactly right. You made a good point with that. When it comes to the play calling, think about this. What do we not expect a position group to be good? We didn't expect the tight end position group to actually. They did the best today.
Tight ends did fine, yeah.
Out of the position, they did pretty good. Yeah. Receivers, Cole Beasley did good. He was all right. I don't know what to say, but Michael Gallup, I thought he would be better. I didn't see him getting open. Allen Hurns, yeah. Give him another week. You said it right. First week, we should have did more in preseason, and they knew that. Coaching staff error again. Get these guys in there. We don't have us in there. We lost Travis Frederick.
Yeah.
We need some commodity.
Yeah.
And I think they like, hey, we're gonna figure it out on the way. Meanwhile, we look at our division, and we're the last. I know we got 0-1 record. Everybody else, we are the worst team in our division right now. We see the Redskins. Adrian Peterson is back.
That's fine. That's
we
fine.
got the Eagles.
That's
they
fine.
playing fast.
That's fine.
And the Giants, they're gonna be all right.
That's fine. We'll catch them. We'll catch
not
them.
the best team.
We'll catch them. Don't worry
You
about
think
it.
so?
It's week. Cause look, good thing we play 16 games, fam. That's what I tell them. Good thing we play 16 games. But look here, bro.
Hey,
I got a lot of people on my phone. Go ahead.
Hey, one last thing.
Go ahead.
Chris Richards, he held that secondary down. He gonna be the truth. Hopefully, he can be the head coach or the defense coordinator. I like what he's doing.
Okay. I'm with you on that. Appreciate you, bro. Thanks for the call, man.
All right, bro.
Yeah. La da da da. Matter of fact, let me jump into this because in case y'all are new to the show, the platinum calls go to the top of the list. So, when you call, make sure to give a good call so I can put you down on platinum. So, Keon just called in, but he's platinum, so I'm going to move him to the top. Keon, y'all beat the hell out the Saints today, man. How'd that work?
Hey, Vox.
What's up?
The thing is, I thought that we may have lost this game, honestly. I didn't think we had it in us. But thanks to Todd Monken actually being the play caller this year instead of just Dirk Cutter, because he's not been a very effective play caller, like ever.
Mm-hmm.
But due to Todd Monken being fresh eyes, fresh ears, and fresh mind on the Buccaneers offense, we've been able to utilize all the talent that we've accrued over the last 3 or 4 years. That people have been like, oh, we're the paper champions and whatnot. No, but I really do feel like this year we can do anything.
Let me ask you something, Keon. Let me ask you something. So week 4, who you gonna play at quarterback?
Jameis Winston, week 4.
Okay, good. Okay, you gonna put Jameis?
The thing is, Fitz is very inconsistent, and he's done this before. He's had great games, and then he falls off a cliff. The thing is, however, the Saints are bad. Well, their defense is very bad. Their offense is great, but their defense is very bad.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a lot of guys who can run riot on a bad defense. That's all that happened today.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I don't know. Like, you guys lost to the Panthers. I watched that game.
Mm-hmm.
I actually found it kind of strange because you guys are very similar teams, in my opinion, when I look at you two.
Absolutely.
So, what do you think? I know a lot of people say it is only one game, so I'm not really like. That's why I'm saying that Jameis Winston is going to take over after his suspension is up, but. What do you think that the Cowboys can work on to fix the problems that they had this game? What was the big issue?
Keep playing. Just keep playing. Like I said, man, like simple mental errors could have fixed a lot of mistakes in this game. Like we lost by 8. If we fix our mental errors, we'll probably have 8 to 10 more points. If we execute differently in different places, we'll probably have 7 more points. I'm not playing shoulda, coulda, woulda. Shouts out to the Carolina Panthers and their fan base. Salute to them, they got one. But I don't get too emotional. I try to look at things objectively, and you can't play behind the sticks, man. It's hard to overcome turnovers and penalties. It's hard to overcome turnovers and penalties, man. It's the National Football League. You can't give people possessions. You can't give people yards. That's the rough thing. There was a spurt in the fourth quarter where everything was back to normal. Cole Beasley was getting wide open, making his catches. Zeke was making his runs. Dak was making his throws. But when it got back to the holding calls and it got back to delay a game and we didn't move the one tech, we went back to looking typical. So I think if we just fix those small mistakes, I think we'll be fine. But those are things that it takes time to get to the groove of playing. Dak ain't played football in 3 weeks. You know what I mean?
Right.
Zeke hasn't either. So I'm not overreacting. Like I said, good win by the Panthers. They played some hellacious defense today. I think our defense kicked their offensive ass, kicked their offense's ass though. But they played some hellacious defense as well. But I think all this gets fixed with just playing games over time.
Right. And I'm past that. I was kind of, I like to walk away before the game ends and say, all right, I know the game's not over, so the result's not locked down. I kind of did not do that with Chicago, and though I don't have a dog in that fight, so it's okay. I did not see the comeback coming, but yeah, I guess it's Aaron Rodgers for you. That's even though Mac and Roquan had a good game, they still got torched in the second half, apparently, by that. So that was. It seems like some teams are more ready than others this year.
See, I have a very interesting, I guess, like train of thought when it comes to Aaron Rodgers, because as a football fan, I love watching that dude. Like I said this earlier in the live stream, I don't let my political affiliations or my team affiliations get in the way of how I feel about football. It doesn't matter what kind of paraphernalia I'm wearing. I don't let it get in the way of football. I should hate the Green Bay Packers, but I can't stop watching Aaron Rodgers. Like, he's amazing to watch. You know what I'm saying? But on the other token, I hate how good he is because my quarterback ain't that damn good. You know what I mean? Like Aaron Rodgers is amazing to watch. I'm like, fam, if I had a piece of that dude, you know what I mean? Like, where would my team be? But whatever. But yeah, man, we had a solid week of football, man. I can't complain. Even though my team lost, we had a good week of football, man.
And what is up with Baltimore?
They played the Bills.
Maybe okay.
They played
maybe
the
it's more the Bills. Like what? See, this is why a lot of people thought that Josh Allen was a mistake, and I'm along with those people. I know it's only first game, and I know he has years left as a QB, but that Tyrod Taylor's trade is biting them immediately. They don't have anybody, and then they put out that guy who got 0.4 negative yards in passing.
Nasty Nate.
Nasty
Nate Peterman. Yeah.
I don't know what. I'm sorry. I still think that the Raiders are going to be the worst team in the league overall. But come on.
Damn, you think the Raiders going to be worse than the Bills? You think the Raiders going to be worse than what we saw from the Bills?
I honestly do.
Damn.
But the thing is, it's tough. They're trying to take it. That's funny. Who's going to... Oh, and that other thing, that draw, that win-lose draw with the
Cleveland and Pittsburgh
and the Browns.
Yeah.
Yes, that.
I don't even know.
Hilarious.
I don't even know how that worked. Like, so it does a draw? Is a draw more than a loss?
Yes, it is. It's statistically more than a loss, but it's not as much as a win. It's not the same as soccer, so it's not like 3 points or anything like that. But when you get to tiebreakers and you get to the playoffs, that can really throw some stuff up in the air. But you would have to wait until later to get into that. I've seen some really crazy algorithms of how even last year, technically at one point, we were still in the running to get into the playoffs at a certain point. And they had us at a less than 1% chance where 3 teams would have to lose, 2 teams would have to draw, and almost the entire league else had to win those particular matchups in order for us to get in. And that's basically what the draw does for you. But other than that, was a crazy game to be a part of. At the last second, I felt bad for the Browns because I think they deserved it more. I mean, I like the running back who is not Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah,
But
Connor, James Connor. Yeah. Did you see that over the
right.
top celebration that the offensive line did with him? Like, oh my God, I'm so happy that you're here with us, and not the other guy that's not here with us.
That is petty.
Y'all grown
That is
ass
so
men,
petty.
dog. Y'all grown ass men. Chill out with all that, man. You ain't gotta do Le'Veon like that. But anyway,
Right.
that's,
Big Ben is like looking sloppy, but people are like, it's the first game.
that's
I
first
don't
game.
know though.
It's first game.
What
We'll
do
see.
you think about that?
I don't think Ben Roethlisberger wants to play football. I think if anybody got to talk you into playing football, you probably don't want to play football. And I think people had to talk Ben Roethlisberger into playing football. You know what I mean? So this may be his last year. And hey, man, if you want to feed into the fake Bucks fans, Jameis may be with the Pittsburgh Steelers next year.
That's not happening. The only reason why that won't happen is because I don't think the Steelers would even want Jameis Winston. I think that the league views Jameis Winston, everybody but except the Buccaneers, but the league views Jameis Winston as a red flag, a problem. If he goes to, I don't see any team willing to pay for Jameis Winston at any stretch. It's just that kind of thing. And it's same how people look at the Buccaneers and think, oh, these guys are going to they're going to get trounced. They're going to get smashed away at the Saints. Nobody predicted this. Nobody. I don't care who you are. Nobody predicted this level of offensive play from Ryan Fitzpatrick of all quarterbacks at this stage of his career.
Yeah.
And against a division winner.
I say this
from the last year. So
I say this, man. You just let Fitz keep playing all the games. He'll take you 6-0. Then you'll go 6-10. Keon, let me get one last remark for you before I move on to the next caller, bro.
Okay. Well, all right. Well.
Yeah, from you.
That.
Or if that's it, that's it.
Yes, I am good. I would like to sit back and listen to you, if you don't mind me doing that.
Yeah, you already know. You already know, fam. You know this home for you. My yacht is your yacht. SS Menno Johnson. I'm gonna go ahead and mute you and take this quick break because I gotta run and get my laptop charger. I gotta ask though. Be right back. YouTube Illuminati is taking money away from your favorite content creators, and people often ask the best way to support the channel directly. I tell them that's subscribing to my Patreon. Just $1 a month would increase production and the frequency of uploads. Basically, that means more content for you. For less than a bag of almond M&Ms, you can support the channel, call dibs on requests for future videos, and you can have access to Patreon exclusive material like my throwback film sessions. That's patreon.com/Vach Lombardi. I appreciate the support. Doski Woski. Salute. All right. Oh, okay, cool. Had to do that so I can go get the charger for the laptop before this whole stream gets shut down. Breaking news, Tasha in the chat box, she's a Packers fan. I ain't even know. She said she love Aaron Rodgers, so she ain't on our team for real. She ain't with us. She don't love us. Let's get back to some calls, shall we? Let's hear what y'all got to say about the NFL Week 1. 254, who this?
Hey, this is Jake. Jake Downey. Thanks for giving me a shout out earlier in the comments.
Jake from State Farm. What's up, man? What you got for the show?
Well, I got a couple of notes here, and man, I wanted to say first, I'm a long-time listener, first-time caller, but I noticed that Dallas seems to have problems when there's any sort of delays due to weather. New York, late 2016, they had that crazy blizzard come in.
Mm-hmm.
Seemed to do poorly there. Broncos, 2017, there was a lightning delay.
Yeah.
Threw them off, and then there was a delay this game.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like the longer they're up under the lights and they're out there waiting and stuff, they seem to start melting. I don't know if
that could be coaching. If people want to blame something on coaching, they can blame that on coaching. Sure. I'm with that. Yeah. That's something.
Now, as far as the histrionics that goes on from being having to listen to other Cowboys fans, they want to replace Linehan. They want to replace an entire offensive system after the first week. Mm-hmm. That seems a little bit insane.
But look, that's my fan base though. Look, and I hate. Look, I love my team. I love my family, my Cowboy family, but 80% of us do way too much. I feel you. Keep going.
Yeah. No, the only thing I could say about Linehan that seemed to not make sense, he kept on doing those delayed draws with Zeke. And when you have really strong tackles like that and you have Zach Martin.
Got to go now.
And let's be honest, Jumbo Joe, he can move some stuff. Mm-hmm. Why not call direct dive plays and get away from the stretch and the delays?
Yeah, that's fair enough. Maybe that has something to do with protecting Connor Williams, because I kind of talked about that in my preview video, that ways to keep Connor Williams from being in a direct one-on-one situation with a guy like Dontari Poe or K1 Short is to maybe run the counter or move him to the outside or put him in situations where he can combo with Joe Looney opposed to solo blocking people. But I do totally agree with you. I think if we would have just kind of like base blocked the front, two backside back, we could have just hit the hole quickly opposed to all the misdirection. So I totally agree with you on that too.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of Paul Alexander's wheelhouse from Cincinnati, just base blocking and moving them that way. And then I have a couple more. You think Dak has been gun-shy since that terrible Atlanta game? Because he seems to be like the little clock in his head. He just starts running as soon as it hits 3 or 4. He just you're in the headlights. I don't know if you noticed anything like that.
I really want to watch the film before I make a declaration on that. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of want to see the whole field, because it doesn't look like Dak was like missing his reads and, not throwing the ball. It looked like nobody was open. You know what I mean? Because when people was open, he got the ball to him. Like when I was watching Houston versus New England today, Deshaun Watson just wasn't throwing the ball, and that resulted in him scrambling and getting sacked. Or he'll see it and overthrow it, But when I look at Dak will find a read, find another, then run. You know what I mean? So I kind of want to watch the film to see who was open and who was not open. Before I make a bold proclamation online.
Yeah, no, I get you. These are just my preliminary notes.
Gotcha.
Things I watched during the game. Mm-hmm. And then Sean Lee. Is it just me or did he seem a little off?
He was a little. Absolutely. Keep going. My bad for cutting you off. You're right. Go ahead.
No. I was asking your opinion.
Okay.
And how much better does our defense get when he knocks that rust off?
And you just said it right there. I think that's also rust, because Sean Lee didn't play a bunch of everybody that didn't play a bunch of preseason looked like they didn't. You know what I mean? Like Dak, Zeke, Tyron, Sean, they all look like they they didn't play very much, and they didn't. So it'll probably take about a couple weeks, man. I think week 2 would be much better. I think week 3 will be back at home. But if that's how our defense looks with a not 100% Sean Lee, man, wait till Sean Lee's back in his gangster form and Jalen's running around. Joe Thomas did well today. Van Der Esch had a handful of snaps, but he looked good today. The pass rush looked immaculate today, from the inside and the outside. We had who's the one guy that got McCaffrey on the goal line? Was that Dayton? That wasn't Dayton. That was
no, it's Ross.
Daniel Ross, right, Daniel Ross. So we look good across the board on defense. So Sean is going to get back to his greatness, and we'll be fine. Zeke is going to be good. Dak is going to be good. We just give it a little time.
All right, and then I got 2 last little points here, and I'll get off the air because I know you got other callers.
Mm-hmm.
what do you think is actually going to help out Connor Williams as far as growing? You think it's going to be Fred Beard coming back and kind of, being his that sidekick that's going to watch his blind side? You think he needs to hit the weight room more? Which it's the season started. That's gone. But I mean, looking toward the future.
I think Connor is pretty good now, and he's as good as he's going to be now. The thing that he's dealing with is everybody is in their man body except him. You know what I mean? Notice Taco looked pretty damn good today because he's finally in his man body. Like, he's doing the same things he was doing last year. He's just a little stronger now. He knows the game a little better, so he can move better with it. He's not just getting bumped around out there. Zach kind of had to go through it. Zach Martin kind of had to go through getting into his man body. Zach was just strong as hell. And, that's why he was a, first-round pick or whatnot. But Connor's going to grow. He's going to keep eating peanut butter sandwiches. He's going to keep doing push-ups and lifting weights. and Connor will be fine. But as far as this year, Connor really didn't do terribly today. There was one isolated pass rush versus K1 Short where he kind of got bull rush or whatever. And then there was another time when Dak kind of held the ball too long and Connor kind of gave up pressure because of that. But besides that, like the run game, Connor's fine, I think. It's just those pass sets where Connor got to just work on his confidence. If he runs into somebody that he thinks is way stronger than him, he'll lunge. And a good D lineman will take advantage of that lunge and have him on his hands and knees. You know what I mean? Have him falling down because of that lunge. So
pull that cloth.
Absolutely, they'll pull that cloth. Thank you, sir. So he just gotta keep playing.
All right. Well, and my last question, and I've kind of been debating this in my head for a couple of years now. Is it just me? Does Cam Newton get every call he ever won?
He gets
because
all.
He's whining.
Look, Cam get these calls because he been getting his ass whooped for years. Cam been getting his head knocked off, his ribs been broke. We run into his shins and all that. Cam get all his calls because he's paid the price. You know what I mean? Brady get the calls. Rodgers get the calls. Cam just at that point in his life where he can get all of them now. So I'm not mad at him. That's just one of the cards that he's able to play now. But yeah, that's another great observation, Jake. Cam get all the calls, bro.
Well, no. The only reason I bring it up is because DeMarcus Lawrence got caught for
bumping into his knees. Yeah,
personal foul.
Yeah, bumping.
Yeah,
into his
but
knees.
the exact same thing happened to Dak, except for it was coming from the other side. I mean, it looked almost frame for frame the same.
Yeah.
If you did a mirror on it, and nothing. Just they swallowed the whistles that day. I wasn't looking. Well,
Yep. Yeah, it's over with now. Nothing we can do about it. But yeah, Cam definitely gets favorable calls at this point in his career now.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get up on you out of your hair. I'll give you a couple more calls, and I'll hopefully hit platinum status one of these days.
You are platinum right now, Jake. I just plugged you in. Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it, Vach.
Yes, sir.
Hey, one last thing.
Mm-hmm.
That Bears fan you had on, we have a running bet going. He might pull back on it, but I bet $20 that McCaffrey would have more all-purpose yards than Howard, and $20 is aiming towards your Patreon, whoever wins.
I think McCaffrey got more than Jordan Howard today. I'll have to take a look at. Matter of fact, let me look on my phone right now because I know
It's over the whole season.
Okay, the whole season. Okay, I got you. Look, let me tell you something. The Cowboys' defense played pretty damn good today, so I'd imagine the next team McCaffrey play, he gonna rip the hell out of them. So, even though I got Jordan Howard on another fantasy team and I want him to do good too, but all purpose. McCaffrey gonna get about 8 catches a game, like he did today. He'll get about 8 catches a game, and he's gonna get carries. So you might win that bet, famo. We'll see.
You're the only winner here, so you stay easy, boss.
And I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you. Salute, bro.
Salute.
Yep.
Au revoir.
That's French. I speak French. 607. What's happening? Who this?
Hey, what's going on, Vox?
What's happening, brother? What you got for the show?
Just want to talk about the game today, a few things that I saw.
Let's run it.
All right. first I'm going to go with the few observations that I saw today.
Mm-hmm.
First thing I want to go about is that defense. They're looking real good. They're looking like they could be elite for like the next 5 years.
Who is they? Talking about the
What do you
Cowboys
think about that?
defense?
Yes.
Okay.
I actually gave them an A+ grade. They were flying around. They were getting stops. They were looking great. But the offense, that's what I came for. That's what I called to talk about.
Okay.
Dak Prescott.
Okay.
He has a $100 million contract on the line. I have a question for you.
Okay.
Is Dak Prescott the future of the franchise, or is it time for the Cowboys to look elsewhere?
Let them play 15 more games and I have an answer for you. I promise I will.
All right.
But as of today's performance, I can't blame too much on Dak. I don't think we did a great job of helping Dak as far as down and distances goes. Zeke will have a solid 3-yard run. We'll get 2nd and 7, then we'll get a holding call, lose yards. We'll get a delay of game. We'll lose yards. We'll get another little penalty or something, and it'll mess up solid down and distance. So I can't just blame everything on Dak. Plus, I got to see what the receivers are doing, how open are they getting. But that's gonna come within coming to another film session. So the film drops Tuesday. The 22s drop Tuesday, and I'll take a look, and I'll definitely let you know, around that time.
All right, I'm looking forward to it. I just called in. I'm really listening to the show. I just wanted to call and see what's up.
Okay, what's
Have a
that?
good one.
Go ahead.
All right, man. That's all.
Okay, then I appreciate you, fam. You hold it down for the Doski Woski and the Peasky Whiskey, fam. Salute. Appreciate you for listening. Can't get mad when they just want to call and say what's up. What up, Conrad Tokyo? Well, time out, Conrad Tokyo. Time out. If anybody want to call into the show, the number is 515-739-1285. Access code 309-104. It's on the screen. It's in the description. Bam, bam. I just put it in the chat box. This is Vash Lombardi on Vash Lombardi Radio. We back on the phones. We got Conrad Tokyo. What up, Conrad Tokyo?
Well, man, unintentional grounding. I told you, son. I told you. He was talking all that mess. I told you, bruh.
Dan actually
did not play well in Philly, man.
Dan actually sent me a text and said, if the Falcons win, I'm gonna let Jay the Eagles fan have it. I said, hey.
I ain't gonna let him have it. I'm gonna sit back.
You should let him have it, because if he'd have won, he'd have let you have it, man. Let him have it.
I'm gonna be humble. We're gonna see them again in the playoffs, and we're gonna beat them again.
No, you're not.
I'm gonna wait on it.
No, you're not. The Cowboys gonna keep the Eagles out of the playoffs. No, you're not.
As soon as Wentz comes back, it's over. We won that game without our best quarterback, our second best linebacker, our second best D tackle, our number one wide receiver, and we still won the game, bruh. And we didn't even play well. Our defense played amazing, but our offense didn't play well.
Conrad,
when Wentz comes back, bruh.
Conrad, would you say
it's over?
Would you say that the formula of your offense is running the ball and hitting open passes, right?
Yeah, I do think it's run and shoot. Yeah.
So don't even come up in here talking about these guys is hurt like they pivotal parts of your team. It's nice to have them, but your pivotal guys is there.
I mean, if Jeffrey was playing last night, there would have been a lot more completions down the field, I feel like, because when Nick Foles was throwing the ball deep, he was throwing it to Mike Wallace. Mike Wallace isn't that good. I feel like the Falcons wouldn't have been as aggressive on defense if they had Alshon Jeffrey on the other side, because Alshon Jeffrey's going to get that one-on-one ball. He did it multiple times against even the Vikings and stuff, so he don't get that ball. I think Alshon does help stretch the field a little bit.
True.
So,
True.
I mean, that's me. But anyway, unintentional grounding, all I'm going to say is I told you so. That's it. But anyway, I got to ask you a question, though, Vash.
What's up, brother?
I was frustrated for you, man.
Don't be frustrated for me, because I wasn't frustrated. Go ahead.
I don't know how you were, man. Why does he get the ball only 15 times, man?
Because
he averaged 5 a pop.
Because that's what the game flow dictated. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's just
I watched this one drive. Yeah. Zeke literally ran the ball and he got it. It was like 2nd and 3. He ran it for like 7.
Yeah.
Then the next play they passed it. Dak took a sack, and then it was like 3rd and long, and they couldn't convert.
Yeah.
Like, that's so frustrating to me. Like, I'm not even a Cowboys fan, but like, why, man?
It all comes down to game flow. If we don't take those sacks and if we don't get those holding penalties, then we'll probably run the ball with Zeke more. But we couldn't run the ball with Zeke more because our down and distance was out of whack. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm saying I hope for like next week with y'all, because I mean the Giants, they played tough today, and I was actually scared that they were going to win after that long Saquon run. I thought it was going to be over after that. As soon as he took off, I was like, bro, they about to come back down the field and score again. But hopefully next week, y'all control the clock and let Zeke have the ball more.
But did you see that defense though, Conrad Tokyo?
Oh yeah. No, that's one thing too, because I was even worried about it. But yeah, y'all, your defense played really great. Your front 7 is really underrated, and I think people are going to start talking about the Cowboys front 7 very soon. I do think we'll have to see them more as the season goes, honestly. Of course, because I'm still questionable about your safeties, but I like your corners, and your front 7 is amazing. And if you have those guys, your safeties.
I was just about to say that's why I about to say with the pass rush and cornerback play, the safeties don't matter all that much. Jeff Heath looked pretty good. He dropped the interception actually, but he looked pretty good today.
Yeah. Like even from like me, like my team, like Darby, McLeod, and Mills are all average, but our pass rush makes them look really, really good when they play. So I'm not worried. The Cowboys defense is great, and I think they're gonna actually carry this team later and the opposite of the offense. We were talking about like the offense being the strength, but I think that defense is gonna carry this Cowboys team. It's gonna be interesting.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that's it. The Giants O-line is so terrible, bro.
Man, did you see Calais Campbell take Eric Flowers on a ride? Did you see him pick Eric Flowers up and say, "Come on, let's go sack your quarterback"? and they went together. And they went together. Did you see it?
Saquon had that really great long run, but like, if he was on any other team, dude. Like,
Saquon would be so much better if he played for somebody. If he played for like Dallas or something, like Saquon would be amazing.
Gosh,
Saquon would be amazing.
His numbers would be like I was so frustrated for him. As soon as he touched the ball, there were like 3 of them in his face. He couldn't do nothing. It's so frustrating because I'm a fan of Saquon. It was so frustrating watching him to get bottled up, and it wasn't even his fault. It was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
But,
my son Hernandez did fine, but it kind of take 5 of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Solder was overpaid looking, but whatever. But but yeah, it is what it is. We'll cross that road whenever we get there. But like I say, good thing we play 16 games. So
very true.
Cowboys will be fine. That's all you got, bro?
Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. Again, unintentional grounding. I hope we see y'all in the playoffs and really again so we can get on that ass.
Okay, Conrad. Don't forget to get your 16 bars ready because me, you, and Cardinal fan gonna have a cipher.
Oh yeah, I'm always ready. I always got 16.
I'm telling you, man, I'm about to smoke y'all boys. I got some stuff ready. Look, if I didn't have a day job, this damn verse would have been done. But day job, but
I feel you.
All right, Conrad Tokyo. I'll holler at you, bro.
All right, bro.
Chip. Cardinal fan, what's cracking lacking?
Vaj, how can you say your safeties play well today?
I think our safeties did just fine today.
Oh man, are you kidding? I think they got exposed.
I don't think so. Our safeties? Cowboys safeties?
Man.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, when you go back and watch the tape, check out that pulling and trapping that the Panthers O-line did. And I'll say why they got exposed. If you look, the tackle was doing a lot of the pulling. And did you play DB back in the day? Anyways.
No, sir.
Aren't free safeties and safeties trained to read the guard for like flow, to determine flow?
Linebackers.
Because it looked like
linebackers read guards and offensive linemen more so. I think safeties read quarterbacks and like alignments and things like that. But they do read some. Yeah, sure. So yeah, versus the run, sure. Yeah. They read. Yeah, sure.
I would say they did a lot of pulling. Carolina did so much pulling of the tackle that the safeties couldn't read it. I just think they got exposed on a little bit of inexperience. Anytime they wanted to move the ball, they could, and that seemed like to be their go-to play.
They only scored
So who are the
16.
safeties?
They only scored 16 points though, Cardinal fan.
That's all they needed.
That's all they need.
How many?
They ain't blow us out the water, Cardinal fan.
We only scored like 9. So
Do I have to go? Do I have to go get my rifle and put it in the backdrop?
Bang bang on the trigger.
What are you doing?
What's up, my Cowboys family? What's up, Vach? No adjustments. Once again by Carrot and Linehan. When will the Cowboy Nation see the issues started? You ain't see no adjustment, my Cowboys family. No adjustments. You ain't see when the Panthers read option was kicking our ass, and the Panthers read option stopped kicking our ass. You ain't see when we weren't able to run the ball, then we weren't able to run the ball. You ain't see us scheme people open towards the end. My Cowboy for real? Come on. You ain't see no adjustments. None at all. Come on. You ain't see Zeke start lining up at receiver more. You ain't see that. You ain't see that, my Cowboy fan. My Cowboy fan. Come on, come on. You ain't see us start blitzing more in the second half to get more pressure on Cam. You ain't see that. You ain't see that, my Cowboy fan. My bad, Cardinal fan. My
Fire Garrett.
Shut up.
Fire
You just feed you fueling the fire. You don't believe that.
I don't believe that. He's a great coach.
Shut up. I don't know when you being real with me, Cardinal fan. What else you got, man? What the hell you want?
Vach, how many possessions are there in a game total? Roughly?
8, 9, 10, 11, 12 or so. Ish.
No, okay. How many plays then? You think there's like about 20 possessions total?
60,
10 and 10 or 20?
60, 75, 80 or so. Depends.
Cool. Just wondering. Hey,
you ain't had no follow-up? You just wanted to know?
Yeah, I was curious because it didn't seem like that played a big factor in a lot of these games today. But I was just kind of curious. Seems like it's all about those big plays, bottom line, big plays in big times, like that Gordon touchdown for the Browns. I mean, was that big time or what? Did you catch that a little bit of that game?
I saw bits and pieces of it, but the TV Illuminati was like, "Oh, we didn't get the payment contract for y'all to see the Browns versus Steelers, so I'm gonna cut it off." And I wasn't really streaming that. I was streaming 2 games and watching 2 on TV, and they ain't let me see the end of it. But I heard the end of Browns Steelers was pretty trash, and that the Browns had a chance to win, but the field goal got blocked and it crushed their little hearts. Crushed their little hearts.
It was a great game. Botch, always appreciate the show.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for putting on some quality content out on the internet. We appreciate it. And I'm just messing with you on the Cowboys. You're right. They didn't play a lot in the preseason, and it really shows. So I'm a little nervous. That's a good team. We'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for your time. Talk to you soon.
I feel you, bro. Salute. Steven Johnson, let me just say this real fast. 'Cause I saw your comment. You was like, why does Vach love Garrett so much? So it's not that I'm like I always say, it's not that I love Garrett. I like Garrett. I like Garrett. But the things that we blame on Garrett, I can point to other things and be like, why are we not talking about this? You know what I mean? Like, why aren't we saying, damn, Tyron Smith, you can't have 2 holding calls right here? You know what I mean? Lael, you can't have 2 holding calls right here. When we stop the Carolina Panthers on 3rd down, you cannot hit Cam Newton right here. Jeff Heath, you cannot drop that interception right there. You can't do that. When Sean Lee was on the edge, and we love Sean Lee, when Sean Lee was on the edge and he would bite real hard on McCaffrey, and Cam Newton will, he'll escape the backside, and we know Cam Newton is notorious for escaping the backside. Come on, Sean, you can't bite that hard like that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of the things that we point our finger, the coaching. We need the whole. Okay, look, so my Cowboys family, you came in a little bit late. Peep this out. This is what I blamed on coaching. We should have stopped the read option earlier. We should have run more read option on our side to get Dak going with his feet. The 4th and 10, like on the 50, going for it opposed to punting. I ain't with that. Maybe a few personnel things with like receiver. We had a lot of guys just continuously rotating. I think we should find a core of guys and just keep them in there. You know what I'm saying? I think we should just keep those guys opposed to trying to get all 6 guys involved. You know what I mean? That's something that I can kind of look at coaching and say that could have been done better. But you can't fire a coach because we rotating 6 receivers. You can't. Player discipline is not on coaches, Ken. Player discipline is not on coaching. That's on the players. That is on the players. That's on the players. When we look at players do undisciplined things, we go, "Oh, you're a veteran player. You got to do better than that. Oh, you're this. You can't do that right here." You do not look at the sideline and say Tyron Smith is not supposed to da, or this ain't supposed to die, or you. No, if DeMarcus Lawrence jumps off sides, that is not coaching. I'm not gonna take that. I'm not gonna sit up here and take that. I think we just want to point the finger so bad at somebody. And look, if I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong, dog. But I just think we want to point the finger so bad. But we just need to just look. Just take a look and see. I love Tyron Smith. Tyron Smith is probably like my 2nd favorite offensive lineman of all time. Larry Allen 1. But you can't hold on 2nd and 4. You can't hold on 2nd and 4, especially when it's about to put us on 3rd and 1. It's a big difference between 3rd and 1 and 2nd and 15. What the hell can you do on 2nd and 15 against the Panthers? You can't give the Panthers 2nd and 15. You can't do that. You can't do that. La'el Collins, I heard his name back to back twice. This possession. You can't do that. 4 possessions got shut down because of holding. Each possession had one egregious holding call that takes us from good down and distance to second and double digits and 3rd and double digits. You can't do that. That's unacceptable, man. I'm not gonna sit here and let y'all just point the finger. No. Can't do that. I'm not gonna sit up here. No. I can't take that, bro. Tyron missed some blocks too. K-Do, Dallas Ambassador, you're right. Tyron missed some blocks. And I'm a huge Tyron Smith fan. I don't even like Jason Garrett. I love Tyron more than I love Jason Garrett. Tyron missed some blocks. You big bad Tyron Smith, I can't have you missing those blocks. Can't have you doing that. Deontay Thompson missing catches. Hit him in the hands. Can't have it. Is that coaching too? Is Deontay Thompson missing big catches? Is that coaching too? Dak missed some wide open guys. Is that coaching? You want to know something? You want to know what is coaching? You want to know what is coaching? That ain't necessarily Jason Garrett coaching. Sanjay Law. When the play breaks down and our quarterback is scrambling, can our receivers come back to him and make catches there? Opposed to just not being open and staying there not being open? Can they come back to the ball? If we want to talk about coaching, let's look at it micro then. Let's get deep into it then. And like I said, I'm not just going to up and say I'm right and everybody else is wrong. We're all entitled to how we feel. But if you want to talk about coaching, can Sanjay Lal tell his receivers to come back to the ball when Dak starts scrambling? How about that? See, I'm being fair too. I can find criticism in coaching. Sure, we can do that. I ain't mad though. Linehan needs to be better. How so? How so? About your boy Myles Garrett showed out today. Salute to Myles Garrett. Salute. I love Myles Garrett. Somebody said Derek Barnett was better than Myles Garrett one time. I cussed at him. I cussed at those people. Zach Martin ain't your favorite lineman right now? No, I love Zach Martin though. But Larry Allen is one. Tyron Smith 2, Jeff Saturday 3. I used to love Jeff Saturday. Do I have a fourth favorite offensive lineman? I really like what Orlando Pace did with the Rams. I like Orlando Pace. Zach might be top 5, like all time, something like that. Whatever. Steer it up. Zeke only had 15 carries. Can't give Zeke the ball on 2nd and 15. You can give Zeke the ball on 2nd and 5, but not 2nd and 15. But can't both players and coaches be to blame? Sure, I've blamed players and coaches on this stream. On this exact stream, I've blamed players and coaches, but I'm not just gonna flat out say, Garrett, Jason Garrett. Let's get into the phone. Let's see what's going on with this here.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Time out, bro. Before look, Carrot Clapper clapped when they missed a field goal. How is that good coaching? The same damn coaching when Alabama throws an interception, Nick Saban start clapping. What does clapping have to? I'm so mad. I'm so mad. What you want Jason Garrett to cuss his damn kicker out on TV on Fox for damn Troy Aikman and Joe Buck to be like, oh, Jason's losing his composure down there. He can't be cussing out Brett Maher and calling his mama all kind of crispy, the crackety, crunchy, the coons on Fox. Jason Garrett can't do that. What you want Jason to do? Get out of my chat box, dog. I ain't mad. 347, my bad, fam. Who this?
This all good, man. This is Rich from New York City, man. First of all, I just want to say, Botch, incredible live that you got going on all the time when you break down players, film, etc. Very, very learning moments that I find watching that.
Appreciate it, fam. Salute.
No problem. But I just had just a couple questions I want to ask because I'm a Giants fan and I know obviously all hell's gonna break loose next Sunday in Arlington, Texas. So, my first question to you is that what do you feel is something that'll be I guess the biggest point for Dallas to win? What do you think it'll take for them to win against the Giants?
We got to move Snacks. We've got to move Snacks. If not, that's going to be a big problem for us. I think we've done a solid job of not letting Odell kick our ass real bad. You know what I mean? I think when Beckham plays Dallas, he normally stays. He has good games, but I don't think he don't go for 150 on us or 200. You know what I mean? So we gotta keep Saquon from going crazy. We gotta move Snacks. We gotta only let Odell get 80 yards or 90 and a touchdown maybe or whatever. And we just gotta execute on offense.
I see what you're saying. You don't want Eli to basically spread the ball everywhere, but it's kind of hard for him to do that when he has an abysmal right side of the offensive line. Not to mention the center isn't that great either. Yeah. But I see what you're saying though. You're basically implying that you can't let the front four move Zeke everywhere because clearly that'll negate whatever you're trying to do as holding the ball, as the Cowboys do, holding the ball, controlling the clock, etc. And now you guys have a new offense basically, so it's you guys are figuring yourselves out with the wide receivers that you have. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong here, but that is what's going on with you guys currently. So it's an ongoing process. But I think one thing you guys, like you said, you can't let Odell kill y'all because y'all do contain him, and it's weird because
he's the only threat that we've had for years against, like, the Cowboys. Like, the Cowboys would look at him. They'd have a safety on him and a corner on him, and, they would just make sure to contain him. But now you have Saquon, you have Ingram, you have Odell. It's like, I'm interested to see how y'all defense will retaliate. So
that's fair. That's fair. Like Odell's not the only one to worry about now.
Exactly.
Ingram is turning into more of a threat now. Y'all could go empty and throw the ball to Saquon. But I think the one thing that that'll really kind of, if I could just be objective for a second, that can kind of even this thing out, is the same thing that the Jaguars did today, is to take advantage of your shortcomings. Like Eric Flowers out there, you know what I mean? So hopefully, hopefully DeMarcus Lawrence can do some stuff. We can get some movement up the middle. That's not gonna completely take you guys out the game. Like they're still gonna be, y'all are still gonna be able to move the ball. But I think if we could just maintain and not get our ass whooped, and like just let Odell go off, but like don't let the Giants score, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. You're basically saying, like, let Odell do his thing, but don't let Eli spread the ball everywhere.
Yeah.
Don't let Saquon run all over you guys and be like,
we can't have the whole offense going the hell off like that. We can't let everybody get off. Yeah. And as far as the other side, if we can move Snacks, I think we are pretty good. But it's hard to move Snacks, even with Zach Martin and Travis Frederick. So I think that's another problem that we got to worry about. BJ Hill played his ass off today, if I could be objective. You know what I'm saying? So he's
absolutely.
He's going to be another problem. Y'all's linebackers have improved. I'll say y'all are better athletes than y'all are linebackers. I don't think y'all are great linebackers, but y'all do have guys that can run around and move.
Right.
Ogletree, the kid from Georgia, y'all can fly. You know what I'm saying? But I think if we can get guys to second level, then we'll be fine. The only problem is with getting guys to the second level, we got to make sure we lock up Snacks. So it's not going to be easy. I don't want to sit up here and make it seem like it's going to be easy, but it should be a good one. We'll see.
No, it will be. I think, like, I agree with everything with what you're saying, and I think at the end of the day, what it'll come down to is, I believe that the defense will play a big part on both sides. Like Olivier Vernon, I know he's injured with his ankle. If he comes back, I think that plays a huge part in this whole game. I know Tyron Smith and him have had their battles, but I believe that if he comes back,
we gonna block the hell out of Vernon, dog. We gonna whoop that.
You gonna put a tight end, a blocking tight end on to help him or something? I know you.
Hell no, we just gonna whoop Vernon 1-on-1. I'm scared of Snacks, dog. If I could be objective, I'm not scared of Olivier Vernon. I am afraid of Snacks Harrison, dog. I'm scared of that dude.
Yeah, because Olivier's on an island. I get it. I understand.
Scared of Snacks. It's ways to get around Snacks, but the quickest way to get to the ball is A gap, and Snacks ain't no punk. I swear I'm scared of that dude. I ain't worried about Vernon.
Okay. All right. Then my second and last thing before I get on out of here, I have to say, but what's your opinion overall of, like, how do you think Will Hernandez will do in general throughout this year?
I think he'll be a gangster all year, as long as he, continues to work on his hands, continue to work on his feet, and that will come. I think Hernandez is going to be nasty, man. He's going to be a gangster, and I don't see him taking a step back. He's probably the best lineman that y'all got right now, and I stand by it. Even better than they sold him. Better than they sold him.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
absolutely, man. I agree with you there for sure. Because there was one play. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No,
there was one play throughout in this Jags game. I thought Will Hernandez played pretty well for a rookie, but there was this one play where they put Calais Campbell inside and they had him rush straight at Will Hernandez, and oh boy, Will Hernandez got put to school on that play, man. I felt so bad, but it's like, he held his own throughout the game, and it's like the Jacksonville defense. It's like you're facing the best defense, and honestly, we had our chances to win that game. Offense didn't show up, defense did, but I'm not gonna get into that. Overall, what I'm saying is like, for a rookie playing left guard and replacing Justin Pugh, I feel like he did his thing. And going back to your film sessions, everything you're saying is accurate.
Yeah.
Like even though he has short hands and all this other stuff. But like, you know, once he's locked in on you, it's over.
I say the same thing about Connor Williams, because Cowboy fans were kind of panicking a little bit, like in the preseason game. It was like, oh my God, Geno Atkins just whooped Connor Williams. Is he a bust? I'm like, fam. Connor Williams can lose one time against Geno Atkins. It's okay. He can lose to DeForest Buckner one time. Like, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not trip about this. But Connor Williams will be fine. Will Hernandez will be just fine, sir. They just got to get in their man body. It's funny because Hernandez and Connor ain't even in their man bodies yet. They don't get in their man bodies.
Yeah, that is true.
They're going to keep lifting weights, and they'll be good to go.
Yeah, I agree. All right, well, thank you so much for your time. I look forward to the fucking matchup on Sunday Night Football. Going to be all fun and shit. And good luck to your Cowboys.
All right, we'll see you then. Rich from New York, I just plugged you in as platinum, so next time you call in, I'll move you up to the front, sir.
Appreciate it, man. Have a good one. Take care.
Yes, sir. Salute. La da 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 da. I saw my man's Cornelius dropped a dime in the super chat. Let me see what he said. He normally say something funny. Let's see what he say. He dropped the previous 5 and said, bless the church, y'all. Then he dropped 10 to say, I'm going to be here all football season trolling you freeloading mother uffers. Donate to this brother. Salute to Cornelius. Salute to Cornelius. Let me just update you on what's been going on, Cornelius, since you tuned in, because I like to play This Is What My Donations Have Got Me. I don't know if you tuned in to the other live streams, but let me go to my OBS so I can. I don't know if you tuned into my other live streams, but if y'all look at my last Cowboy blog I did, or one of my Cowboys blogs I did it with my new camera that I got. That's dope. This new webcam was one of the early purchases. Miss April Staten helped with that. Y'all see them lights over in the corner over there? All that, like lights and tripods over there with my camera equipment. But this one I'm most excited about too. I'm actually gonna do a video this weekend. I got a GoPro in this bag here with a bunch of other GoPro equipment. So what I'm gonna do is every now and then I do private like football lessons or whatever. Here's my GoPro. I could take it off of this thing. Every now and then I do private football lessons or whatever, whether it be with family or just some kids that, you know, just want to get some work in or whatever. What I do is I go teach private lessons, and I be like, man, how dope would it be if the channel got a chance to see what I do with these private lessons? But wait a minute, there's more. What if y'all got the first person view of me coaching and teaching this football shit? That'll be even more fly. Here's my GoPro here. That'll be even more fly. So I may put this goofy looking ass thing on my head or whatever, strap it down, and teach some football lessons. So I may even hit y'all with this is what BJ Hill did to get free last week versus the Jacksonville Jaguars, and I'll, you know, show the exact hand placement and moves that he did with the GoPro in first person mode. I think that'll be pretty fly. So Cornelius, salute to you for donating to the cause, fam. I like to be very transparent about where my donations are going. Salute to you, sir. Let me hop back to the phone. I heard an update. Oh, snap, we got Mad Dog up in here. Let me hit the button. Jets, Jets. What's up, man?
All day, man. You already know what it is, man. I'm so hyped for tomorrow, man.
Hey, man. So what are you expecting to see from your Jets tomorrow, fam?
I mean, look, we're gonna be conservative. I don't watch enough of the Lions, so if you can help me out. I mean, I know like Golden Tate, he's more of like he gets, you know, a good amount of yards, not like a big TD guy. They got rid of Eric Ebron.
Mm-hmm.
They also have Kenny Galladay, who I like a lot. The guy could be phenomenal. But
will you say Galladay with your accent, diction, vernacular having ass? Will you say Galladay, please?
Galladay?
It's
That's how you say it?
It's Galladay. Yeah, I said Galati.
Oh, Galladay? My bad. No.
Galladay, man. Say Galladay like Holiday Inn. Come on.
Oh, Galladay.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, my bad. This guy.
He said, yeah.
I came in peace, man. Look, I was rooting for y'all bum ass you Cowboys, Mr. Dak. Well, look, I will agree with you. I don't have I didn't watch obviously from the bird's eye, whatever, but I will agree. Dak, it wasn't all on him today, man.
Yeah.
And you guys were in some unfavorable situation, but your defense, Woo.
They look pretty good.
Oh my gosh, that defense looks so sexy, man.
They look fast.
I'm
They look fast today.
not the biggest Cam fan. I'm not the biggest Cam hater, but when you got sacked, I mean, woo, that shit was beautiful, man. I don't know how good their O line is, but your D line, it just sucks that, of course, Frederick gets like hurt or whatever. Like you guys don't have 100% O line because on both sides of the ball, I mean, it'd be great, but your D line, golly, fuck that shit.
It'll get better.
I mean, I feel bad.
It'll get better.
I mean, damn. I'm not trying to talk shit, but I will say, look, I'll be really quick. Outside my Jets, I'm excited for my Jets. I'm scared of Darius Slay. I'm scared of Ezekiel Ansah. But for some reason, I'm not really scared of Stafford. I don't know why. And we're gonna be out. Marcus May's gonna be out, but Jamal Adams has looked great. If he could freaking get some interceptions, fucking hold the ball. I think our secondary will be fine. I'm excited to see what Sam Darnold does. Like I'm expecting a lot of mid to intermediate range shit. He's probably not gonna go deep too much. They're probably gonna spread out receivers. Guys, Isaiah Crowell. We got Bilal Powell. We're gonna run the ball, play zone, play out on the flat, shit like that. So hopefully, we can get something. I'm not expecting I'm not expecting a win, period. But it could go either way. So I'm not putting money. I will fucking say, man, my surprise team, man, it's the fucking Browns, man.
Yeah.
That team got defense. What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Miles Garrett came in and just, kind of, took over a little bit, huh?
Eden. That boy was hungry. He was eating. When DMX said, yo, y'all been eating long enough, man, stop being greedy. That was Miles Garrett's song before he came to the game today, bro. That dude was that defense, I'm telling you, bro, they have the weapons. Tyrod Taylor got to go, man. I watched a few Bills games last year, and I think that he's trying to wax poetic about, about the team didn't do. Nah, bro. You could not complete a lot of intermediate. You couldn't operate the offense in the short intermediate range efficiently. Like, don't get me wrong, the Bills didn't have the greatest of receivers, but they had guys who could catch, right? They had, I mean, Zay Jones, he's, whatever. They had LaShawn McCoy. They could have done some stuff last year. I mean, I know you played the Jaguars, but your defense was good enough last year to carry you, man. Like, people, Tyrod Taylor, I like him, but look, unless it's a deep throw, he can't really help you, man. They're going to play Baker Mayfield soon enough, man, because you can't hold back that offense, man.
It's a matter of time. It's a matter of time for they put Baker in there.
Gordon, bro, you cannot waste Josh Gordon's talent, bro. That dude, oh my gosh, I felt bad for the Browns, even though I know they tied it, but it is what it is. The guy that I'm scared for, and I'm not saying he's trash, but I think that the injury might have sapped him, was my boy Deshaun Watson, man. Because they had I'm not saying they could have beaten the Patriots, but the Patriots didn't look that great. Don't get me wrong. Gronk looked good. Jeremy Hill got hurt. Even for his little runs, he looked all right. They, it's the Patriots. They look, like the Patriots. At one point, they looked beatable. And Deshaun Watson, there were times when he's out the pocket. And I'm not saying you always want your quarterback to throw rather than run. Yeah. For the most part. But there's some times where I kind of wanted Deshaun to run. And he would make the throw, and it wasn't accurate. It was, over the receiver's head. I can't remember. It was like a 3rd and something. I think in the red zone. Yeah. And he missed. Was it? I don't think it was Watt. Not
the white guy. The tight end.
Yeah. And it was not a good throw. And I know he's rusty, or whatever, but I don't know, man. That ACL shit, man. I feel bad for Deshaun, man, but hopefully they get it together, man, because I like Deshaun, man.
I tell you what, I don't think Deshaun was always that accurate. I don't think he always had the best arm talent. I think he was very much intangibles guy. I think he was a winner. He's a gamer. But I think he had problems making reads, and we could tell today that when he looked up to make reads and he saw nothing but Patriots jersey and it looked kind of scrambled to him, he panicked and he ran around a little bit. I live in Houston, you know what I mean, and I'm around a lot of people that kind of overreact to Deshaun Watson or whatever. And I'm trying to tell people I'm not a hater because I want y'all to calm down. Like, okay, for example, did you watch the Bears and the Packers?
Yes.
You saw how much better Mitch looked than he looked last year?
Yes. Mitch looked fucking good.
I get mad at any QB that only runs in that stupid just shotgun system, but I mean, look, they're gonna gear the offense towards his strengths. What's that guy's name? Nagy, what is it?
Nagy, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look, it
Galati.
is what it is, but he made some brilliant throws. He made a beautiful throw to Allen Robinson on I'm losing country, but he made a beautiful throw to Allen Robinson. They mix up well with Tyreek Hill, Jordan Howard. But yeah, Trubisky looked good, bro. He looked good. I can't lie, man. But I will say with Deshaun Watson, I understand, man. But I guess the league is caught up. You know, you catch up to you. They have film on you now. But the way he played last year against the Patriots, you were like, it felt a little bit more special than maybe just, you know, a Matt Castle kind of like, oh, he's going off just because he's within an offense or whatever. I don't know. It's up to Bill O'Brien to kind of see what's going on with that. My last comment, though, I would say Patrick Mahomes, bro. That boy, I don't know what it is, man. He might be the new Brett Favre, man, because his footwork ain't shit. But that boy can throw.
And look, that's why I call him Pat Magic, man. Like, and I don't know what happened to my Mahomes film session. I guess the Illuminati got me. But I used to watch plays on Pat, man. Like, Pat would never set his feet. Pat would never have the right mechanics, but he'll flick his wrist and the shit'll just get there.
Yeah, bro. Oh Lord, there was that one play he made to Tyreek Hill. It was a throw, and I'm trying to remember when, so I could at least point to it. It's on Bleacher Report. If you go to Bleacher Report, they have all the hot plays from this week. And it was one. I think he was taking this. He was about to take this out. He was getting pressured. And he was kind of falling, and he hit Tyreek Hill for like maybe 15, 20 yards. I'm like, that's Favre-esque, bro. You can't teach that. And I'm mad at the fact, because I mean, I like it from Texas Tech, but you know, it's Texas Tech. Like, how many spread offense QBs can you really trust to be good? Like, no one's come from Texas. I can fucking remember. Yeah. And it's like the Chiefs may have just gotten lucky, man. Andy Reid, someone made the point during the broadcast. Andy Reid, man, his coaching tree is serious, man. People got to start considering. I'm not saying as one of the best coaches because he hasn't won anything yet, but in terms of game planning, in terms of developing players, man, currently Andy Reid might be top 3 right now in the game. If you take out Belichick, you know, Doug Peterson came from his tree, bro. Like, who else is that good of a coach, man? Like, I don't know. That offense, Patrick Mahomes, man. I don't know what it is. I wish they would have done the same shit with Josh Allen, sit him a year. Yeah. Nathan Peterman just looks so like shit. But you know, when you have these gunslingers, man, you can't let their confidence be shaken. You gotta like kind of pepper them. You kind of gotta like raise them up slowly, like they did with Patrick Mahomes last year, and then ease them into the system, man. But Mahomes, bro, I don't know, man. He looked like a poor man's Aaron Rodgers to me today, man.
I mean, I'm not gonna pat myself on the back because I'm not that guy. But you know, Pat Magic was my QB1. Money Mitch was my QB2, and people kind of hating on me last year when Deshaun wasn't my QB1, and I'm like, fam, hang in there, hang in there. Like Pat's like, okay, look. So at the end of the game, right at the end of Texans Patriots, and Deshaun had to push the ball downfield. He underthrew a lot of stuff. I don't think Pat ever underthrew anything ever in his life. He either hit it or he overthrew it.
It was gone.
Right. Or he threw that shit to the stands.
That's my dude, man. I watch all these Chiefs games, man. That shit was fun to watch. And don't get me wrong, I mean the Chargers, like Phillip Rivers, he looked all right, but I think it caught them that, like, first of all, the defense looked KC's defense wasn't that bad at all today, man. They looked decent, but I think it was that you have to look at Patrick Mahomes. Like, the boy was slinging. Him and Tyreek Hill, man, that was fucking Money Mitch and fucking Alpo back in the day, bro. Like, they were just slinging them pies, man. That shit was so fucking sexy, man. I don't know, man. I salute to you, man, for calling out. I'm not a big Mitch Trubisky fan, but Patrick Mahomes, I like him a lot. The footwork thing and the spread offense for Texas Tech, that just scared me. But, hey, man, my very last time I'm leaving after this, man, Aaron Rodgers is a bad man. You know, that's people want to ride LeBron James, man. I don't understand how people don't ride Aaron Rodgers like that, bro, because that dude, first of all, his knee ain't good. The dude is limping the whole fucking night. His knee is fucked. I don't know what it is. He might even wake up tomorrow and go, oh, shit, my ACL is fucked up. Because you actually can move around a little bit when you fuck up your ACL, MCL. and not realize it until a little bit later. But that dude, man, that Cobb throw was beautiful. I mean, he was just, he dinked and dunked, and dude, Aaron Rodgers is the best QB in the game, man. Fuck what you heard, fuck Tom Brady, fuck anybody else.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers is the best QB in the game, man. And Khalil Mack, I'm telling you, that Chicago's Bears defense, they were feasting on Deshaun Kaiser, man. When Rodgers went down, man, it looked like the Bears had it, bro. And once Rodgers came in, it was they couldn't stop him, man. As good as fucking Khalil Mack looked, they couldn't stop that offense, bro. And their run game, like the Packers have really no run game. Williams is good, but he's not a superstar. He's not going to carry a team. He's not Elliott, whatever. Aaron Rodgers, I mean, Randall Cobb wasn't really doing shit. I mean, he's a good possession receiver, blah, blah, blah. Past few years, whatever, he started to wane a little bit. Aaron Rodgers breathed some life back into that boy, man. Aaron Rodgers is a bad man. He's a bad man, yo. And this ain't Jamaica. He's a bad man, but salute to you, man. Salute to Doski Woski, man. Thanks for taking my call, man. Salute to you, bro. Peace, man.
All right, bro. Salute. It's my man, Mad Dog. I like to ask him what he mad at when he when he calls to the show, because he mad about something. His Jets go to war tomorrow with the Lions. We'll see. Hey, man, cool little show tonight. It wasn't really impromptu. I ain't know if I wanted to do it or not because I ain't feel like it. I hurt my pinky at work, man. My pinky swole as hell. It's all good. I was just going to rest and relax and not do nothing. But, I fight through stuff for y'all, man, because y'all's my people. We needed to react. We needed to talk about this. And, hey, man, film session's coming. It's time. I'm on vacation. Let's run it for the cardio. I don't know who it's going to be on, but excuse me, we'll see. With that being said, would y'all please like this video, man? Just give it a like, man. I need those. Likes are free. Likes don't take nothing from me. It only helps me out. Least you could do. If you're watching this on demand, comment. Also, salute to everybody in the chat box. Hit the subscribe button so you can come back and watch all the content. But hit the notification bell so you know when I drop random videos and live streams in the middle of the week just like this. Follow me on Twitter, Voch Lombardi, VOCHLOMBARDI. The Patreon is more important than food and water. Salute to the PayPal if you want to support short-term projects. The Patreon's for long-term projects. The PayPal is for immediate help the channel out right now projects. All that's on the screen right there for you. That's Voch63@gmail.com and patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. And check out the Voch's Voice podcast on all your podcast streaming platforms. Voch's Voice, or you can type Voch Lombardi there too, and you'll find it. Y'all hold it down for the Doski Woski, the Peasky Whiskey's implied, all right? Salute. Till next week. Till next week. I might fire this thing on Monday so me and Mad Dog can talk about the Jets in the other Monday game. So, peace, y'all.